Welcome to the best episode of Season 1. I'm not even going to try to throw any ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the best episode of Season 1 of My Hero Academia. It is a phenomenal, outstanding episode, and I can't wait to talk about it, so let's not waste any more time and just dive straight in. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Anime Station. This is for anything and everything animation, including TVs and movies as well. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome to My Hero Academia, Episode 12, All Might. Here's the summary. Enjoy. Having run into Ida on his way to the USJ, All Might knows all about the conflict occurring there. He rips off his tie and blazer as he shouts his catchphrase, "Everything will be alright because he is here." He rushes through the Central Plaza at super speed to recover the injured Eraserhead, defeating the remaining villains there in a flash. He then moves on to secure Midoriya, Asui, and Mineta from the clutches of Shigaraki and Nomu. All Might sets them all down to safe distance and instructs them to escape. Midoriya tries to warn All Might about Nomu's endurance, but the symbol of peace says it will be alright. The students carry Eraserhead away from the area, and the battle begins between All Might and the villains. All Might starts by striking Nomu with a Carolina Smash, but Nomu absorbs the impact and counters with a punch. All Might evades and delivers a punch of his own, but this attack has no effect as well. Shigaraki reveals that Nomu's quirk is shock absorption, and that he was made to fight and kill All Might. All Might figures that he can wear Nomu down and uses a powerful reverse suplex on him, which looks awesome, by the way. While carrying Eraserhead towards the exit, Mineta notices how strong All Might is and cheers him on. However, Midoriya knows the truth about All Might's limit and worries he'll overexert himself again. When the smoke from All Might's attack clears, Midoriya and the others see that Kurogiri has used his warp gate to save Nomu. Instead of burying his body in the sand, All Might sends half of Nomu's body through a portal, while he still remains in the suplex position. Nomu uses the opening to grab onto All Might's weak point, while Kurogiri slowly drags him into the warp gate. Alert to All Might's peril, Midoriya rushes in to aid him. In other words, they try to chop All Might in half. Like, you know that one fatality from Mortal Kombat? I think it was from Noob Saibot? Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing here. Trying to chop him in half by closing the portal while he's still in it. Kurogiri cuts off Midoriya and prepares to warp him away, but Bakugo unexpectedly appears and blasts the villain with an explosion before pinning him to the ground. Todoroki arrives and freezes Nomu's body, careful to avoid All Might. He reveals one of the weaker villains revealed the League of Villains plan to him. Thanks to the ice, All Might is able to free himself from Nomu's grip. And then Kirishima appears as well and tries to sneak attack on Shigaraki, but to no avail. Asui and Mineta are happy to see the others helping All Might, and are noticed by Uraraka and the rest of the class near the entrance. Some move to help carry Eraserhead, and 13 instructs the others to hide and allow All Might to handle the rest. Shigaraki is disappointed with Kurogiri, who has allowed Bakugo to exploit his weakness, which is that metal collar that's around his head. Like, that's the one spot where you can grab him. Bakugo realized that Kurogiri has neck armor to protect his physical body, and uses the smoke from his quirk to hide it, but he cannot resist physical attacks if they're well aimed. Bakugo has him pinned down by this armor and threatens to blow him up if he moves. In other words, he's kind of incapacitated Kurogiri for the duration of this battle. Shigaraki compliments the students on their efforts and orders Nomu to save Kurogiri. The students watch in horror as Nomu breaks free from his icy prison and regenerates his frozen limbs. The monster then attacks Bakugo, but the young hero is saved when All Might takes the brunt of Nomu's attack. Shigaraki is impressed with All Might and begins a monologue about how heroes have caused widespread violence throughout the world, but All Might replies that Shigaraki and the villains don't have any noble cause for their actions. Even with his powers declining rapidly, All Might engages Nomu in a ferocious fistfight. He goes beyond 100% to vigorously bypass the limit of Nomu's endurance. They trade blows and battle across the USJ at incredible speeds, creating shockwaves with each strike that keep anyone else from getting near them. In other words, it turns into a Dragon Ball fight. After throwing Nomu onto the ground from high in the air, All Might lands and gives his final speech to the monster. He tells Nomu to remember the words plus ultra, and delivers a dynamic smash to send the villain flying out of the USJ defeated. And the animation to accompany this moment. Damn, it's some of the best anime animation I've ever seen. It's so amazing. It looks so good. All the students watch in awe of All Might's strength. The symbol of peace explains it took 300 blows to defeat Nomu, but it would have only taken 5 if he was in his prime. He continues, declaring that the League of Villains are finished, much to the displeasure of Shigaraki. This is pretty much the penultimate episode of this battle and of this season, but it's not the last episode. There's still one more to go. So, yeah. But this episode's amazing, bro. Just the fight between All Might and Nomu more than makes up for it. Not only that, the Nomu's terrifying, the concept behind it's terrifying, and we get to see a bunch of other students get on the action, including Midoriya and Bakugo. So, yeah, it's a perfect, amazing episode of My Hero Academia. I have literally no complaints about it. And it also has high tension because, again, Midoriya knows that All Might has a certain level that he can take. So, yeah. That is pretty much the episode. Final word, 11 out of 10. Yeah, 11 out of 10. It's the best episode of the season, and it seriously elevates the entire season as a whole. It's that damn good. So, yeah. That's it for this episode, and we are almost done with My Hero Academia. For now. Because there's only one episode left in Season 1 of this show. So, yeah, we're already at the end. It's sad that we're already at the end because I've really enjoyed rewatching, and reviewing these for you guys. I am a huge fan of this series. These have to be some of my favorite reviews that I've ever done for a show. And I'm just hoping that sometime soon I can get into Season 2. Because Season 2 is even more insane. So, yep. I will see you guys next time for the Season 1 finale of My Hero Academia in each of our hearts.
We cannot take it anymore. The time has come.